The words you use make a big difference in the way that your emotions are going to feel. So a lot of times it's so interesting how there's like this authenticity and what you tell yourself, right? Because you want to be authentic with how you feel, but then you can also tell yourself a different story that makes you feel a different way, which is such an interesting dynamic that I've actually been working through. Because like, let's say you're running and your body's tired. You could be like, well, I'm being authentic that my body's tired. Or you can be like, I don't get tired. And then you're just telling yourself a story which makes you feel better, which is such an interesting thing. So I don't know. I've started to learn to be authentic with how I'm feeling, but then also tell myself a better story. Or like you can tell yourself, I got way more in me. I have infinite energy, which is true to some aspect. Like, or like I got so much more, I find a way to win. That's what we did this morning. Like what you tell yourself just makes such a freaking big difference. And it'll make a difference on how far you go. Yeah, everything, dude. So I've just been thinking a lot about that.
Yeah, like we control our mind. We don't let our mind control us.
Yep, 100%, dude. And a lot of times we think that we are like that voice in your head is just like, that's truth. And that's not truth. That's a freaking, like, that's a critic a lot of times, like, especially at least in my brain.
Yeah, it's like judgment. It's like thoughts.
Yes.
It doesn't always have to be true.
Yeah, my brain is very, very critical. My brain is like, get the frick up, mother fricker.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want to freaking go back to sleep? You're a lazy piece of...
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, thanks, buddy. Thought you were my friend. It's like, I'm not your friend. I'm your freaking... But it is a good thing. I mean, that's the funniest part is like that voice inside your head is kind of like what motivates and stuff, too. It does get you going there now. Like, you just have to learn how to control it and use it to your advantage.
Yeah, because like you could use it for the other way and let it control you, and just everything sucks, everything's negative, you're a piece of crap, and you just believe it.
Yep, and everything you do is never good enough. No matter how much you do. Dude, I have that voice a lot.
Yep.
No matter how much I do, I'm like, oh, dang, I'm still not there. I still didn't do enough. Why, like, and like, that is an interesting perspective, which some people view that as a great thing, which is like, it's fine in some aspects, but man, it's hard to find peace when you're feeling like that.
Yeah.
Because I'll accomplish a lot, but then I'll still feel like that's nothing. Like, I still kind of feel like that in some sense, honestly. Like, when I think about, like, everybody's like, oh, man, like, you've accomplished so much. You've done this, like, you've done that. You work so hard. I'm like, dude, I don't even feel like I work that hard.
Yeah.
Like, compared to other people. Like, I know I'm a hard worker, but, like, I don't know. And then when I do actually compare objectively, I'm like, okay, I do quite a bit. Like, I do realize that, but yeah, I just have to actually look at it and give myself some credit too. And that's the biggest thing is like, give yourself some credit. If you're really hard on yourself, give yourself some credit for what you did do. It's okay to give yourself credit for what you did do because you did actually do that. Now, did you go as hard as you want? Maybe not. But at the same time, you have to give yourself credit for what you did do and then find out where you want to go. And yeah, that's the biggest thing is like, if we're going to continue to criticize ourselves, we need to be able to continue to encourage ourselves too, because the way that I think about it is what motivates somebody more. Like, I always go to this story of a time that I was landscaping and then I was mowing this person's yard and they came out and they're like, you missed a spot there, you didn't get this, I'm like, dude, mother fricker, like, I just took so much time, I did such a good job, and now I don't even want to do it anymore. Like, now I don't even want to try. I had another lady come out, she's like, oh my gosh, just want to let you guys know you do the best job out of anybody. You're so good. And then you know what I did? Oh man, I'm gonna go even better. I'm gonna take even longer. I'm gonna make sure that I get this thing even more pristine. And so if I feel that way with other people, why would we not do that same thing for ourselves, right? It's like, what's gonna motivate you more? Giving yourself encouragement or criticizing yourself? Both are like, could be movement, like, force yourself to move. But the encouraging one is going to make me move more, especially when it's other people. So why not do the same thing to yourself? Give yourself the same gift of encouragement that makes you want to do more. So anyway, that's what I thought about.
100%. Because if you use the negative fuel for too long, you're just going to get burned out.
Yep.
I feel like.
I think so.
Quickly, probably.
Yep. I think it's okay to use both, but I definitely think that more people lean to the negative. And so it's like, dude, just use the positive. But it feels so weird to use the positive because then it feels like you're like, nope, I don't deserve that out of this. And that's a whole nother thing. But you got to just practice it. Just do it. Even when it feels uncomfortable, even when it feels weird, even when it feels you don't deserve it. Do it anyway.
Yeah.
Flip that house.
South side, huh?
Dude, this song is nasty too.
Oh, yeah.
And out, so I earned it. Oh, gosh. Yo! Yeah, we have a system and a process that I think people may underestimate a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of effort. It's not as, it's easy, and it's not as easy as everybody thinks. I mean, well, you've wholesaled some, you know, 100%. It's work, but they're very difficult to get a masculine, assertive man. They think they want it, and then when they get it, they're like, they can't handle it because they're so used to being the decision maker and stuff that they don't want to do that. So that's the only way that they're gonna find it, usually, is a feminine man. Yeah, and we got the venue is like 90% done. So not October, but then like definitely November. It's freaking, we're gonna go to the big freaking Mac Daddy place. It's gonna be so cool. Yeah, we've put well over $500,000 in it already, and we're not even close to done. I mean, it's gonna be, we're probably gonna have over $1 million into it, not even including the purchase price, just in construction. We could have just built a new one. It's so dumb. Going to do a listing video for the first time in a long time, which is kind of funny. We find a way to win, baby. Woo! Stopping nothing, cause I was meant to rise above it. This song is sick.
It's so good.
I did a little arms.
Little arms. Push or just like curls and triceps?
Curls and tries, yeah.
Nice. Buys and tries, baby.
Buys and tries, buddy.